Business which will properly come before this assembly.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Jake.
I move that our FFA chapter host a drive-through during National FFA Week.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that our chapter host a drive-through food drive during National FFA Week. This motion is not debatable or amendable. We will proceed.
Point of order.
State your point.
This motion is amendable and debatable.
Point well taken. Let me restate that. It has been properly moved and seconded that our chapter host a drive-through food drive during National FFA Week. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair.
Jaden, as maker of the motion, you have first rights to debate.
I think this would be a good idea to give back to our community for people who are less fortunate than us, and it would just be overall a good thing to do.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Jackie.
I think this would be a bad idea because COVID is going around, and if we're handing out food that has been all over our germs have been all over, it wouldn't be smart to do so.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Chris.
As COVID has laid off hundreds of thousands of people, and if we could just help a couple families with this food drive, I think we can make a big impact on our chapter. So please vote up.
Madam Chairman,
Yes, Carson.
this would be a good idea, as Jake said, because we'll be able to give back to our community, and there are people out there that don't get enough food, so we can help them out. So please vote up.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Rebecca.
I do not believe that this is a good idea because during National FFA Week, we may all be very busy and our members may not have the time to do this. Please vote down this motion.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Jackie.
Where are we going to get this food and how are we going to have it all set up to where people can get it?
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Jake.
I think this would be good for our POA because we'd be building leadership skills when we are running this activity. So please vote on.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Chris.
We could get the food from the officers, and we could donate food, and then we could have it in the gym, and people could just come by and pick it up and leave.
Madam Chairman,
Yes, Carson.
we can get the food from donations, and also the FFA chapter can buy some and donate it to our chapter.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Rebecca.
I do not, though I believe that this would help build our POA with leadership, I do not believe that we would have the funds to be able to accomplish this task, so please vote down this motion.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Jake.
I move to refer this to a committee of three appointed by you and report back tomorrow.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that we refer this to a committee of three appointed by the chair and report back tomorrow. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Jake. As maker of the motion, you have first rights to debate.
I think this would be a good idea because we could let people with more insight on these types of things help us make a decision faster and more efficiently. So please vote up.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Chris.
We could have people that have done food drives before, they can give us input about it and see what we need to do and how to prepare for this.
Is there any other discussion on referring this to a committee? Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay.
Nay.
Motion fails. We return to the original motion that our chapter host a drive-through food drive during National FFA Week. Is there any
Madam
discussion?
Chairman.
Yes, Jackie.
I call for a division of assembly.
A division of assembly has been called. We now take a rising vote. All in favor, please rise. 1, thank you. All opposed, please rise. 4, thank you. As there is 1 in favor and 4 opposed, the motion still fails. We will now return to our original motion that our chapter host a drive-through food drive during National FFA Week. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Rebecca.
I move to amend this motion by striking out the words during National FFA Week and putting in the words during spring.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that we amend the motion by striking out the words during National FFA Week and adding in the words during spring. So as the motion passes, it will now read that our chapter hosts a drive-through food drive during spring. Is there any discussion on the
Madam Chair.
motion? Yes, Jackie.
I think this would be a better idea because we'd have more time to prep and we'd have more time to fundraise to get the money to do this.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Chris.
I think this would be a bad idea since with the upcoming weather, it'll be harsh and some families won't be able to get out. So if we could help them prepare for the winter, I think this would be a good idea. So please vote down.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Carson.
As Chris said, we will be able to help people prepare for the winter and have enough food for the winter. And we can also get the money from people that donate to the chapter.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Rebecca.
I believe that this is a better idea as we may not all be as busy as we would be during National FFA Week. So please vote up this motion.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Jake.
I think this is a good idea regardless of when we do it because it's helping our community and building our POA. So yes, please vote up.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Jackie.
I'm full.
State your question.
May I remove my shoes?
Not at this time. Please be seated.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Jackie.
I fully agree with Jaden because this would help many different families throughout the winter to do this.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Jake.
I think this would be a good idea because potentially they would want to donate because of how much we're helping our community. So this could turn into a potential way to raise money. So please
I call for a parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
Is this motion, debatable?
This motion is debatable. Is there any other discussion on the
Madam Chair.
Yes, Rebecca.
I believe that this is a good idea, as we can be able to spread the word to those families who might need this food. And by waiting for spring, they will be able to get to know that this is happening. So please vote.
Madam Chairman,
Yes, Chris.
I think if we wait, we will totally forget about it and we won't have as much like effort to put into this. So if we do it right now, I think everyone would donate fast because they know they have to do that as soon as possible. So please vote down.
Is there any other discussion on the amendment? Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. Let me restate that the motion now reads that our chapter hosts a drive-through food drive during spring. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay.
Nay.
Motion passes. We will now return to the original motion that now reads that our chapter hosts a drive-through food drive during spring. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Chris.
I move to move this motion indefinitely.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that we postpone this motion indefinitely. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Jake.
I think this is such a good idea, and why would we want to lose this forever? This is a good way to give back to our community, so please vote down.
Madam Chairman,
Yes, Carson.
right now would be a good time to postpone this, due to COVID, and we do not want to, spread any.
Is there any other discussion? Yes, Jake.
If we postpone this indefinitely, that means it will be postponed for forever, so we're not gonna be able to come back to this. So I think we need to decide now so we can figure out what we're going to do.
Is there any other discussion? Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. All in favor of postponing this indefinitely, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Motion fails. We will now return to our original motion that's been amended to read that our chapter hosts a drive-through food drive during spring. Is there any further discussion? Is there any further discussion on the motion?
Madam Chair,
Yes, Jake.
I move to lay this on the table.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we lay this on the table. This motion is not debatable or amendable. We will proceed straight to the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay.
Nay.
The motion fails. We return to the original motion that's been amended to read that our chapter hosts a drive-through food drive during spring. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chairman,
Yes, Jackie.
I call for a recess no longer than 2 minutes.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we recess for no longer than 2 minutes. This motion is amendable. Are there any amendments? Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. All in favor of holding a recess for no longer than 2 minutes, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Nay.
The motion fails. We return to the original motion that's been amended to read that our chapter hosts a drive-through food drive during spring. Is there any other discussion? Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Nay.
The motion passes. I entertain a motion for adjournment.
Madam Chairman?
Yes, Carson.
I move to adjourn this meeting.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we adjourn the meeting. This motion is not debatable or amendable. We will proceed straight to the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion passed. Meeting adjourned.